Okay, last on the list is to put that new trailer jack on here. This one got all messed up. And this one's a piece of shit, at least for this weight. This trailer's really heavy and that thing's just got too much slack. And this trailer's gonna need an update at some point too. Floor's all messed up. The ramps got all tweaked, even though they're heavy duty. Pretty simple stuff. Seems to take me a lot longer than it should, but maybe it's because I'm trying to do it as well as I can. All right, got it in. Got this old one out. This thing's solid. Looks good. The stainless steel bolts are gonna last a lot longer, not get all rusted in. It's all being held up by the old pudgy foot. My dad made that a long time ago. Pretty funny. I just had to cut it down. We haven't used it in a long time, but it was too damn tall. So by the time you got it dropped down, it might not be touching down onto the ball. Looks good, and they came and dropped these off right on time. So the ones I had before were 6-ply, which would have been all right, but after thinking about it, I went with the 10-ply rating, just because I wanted the this load capacity, max load, to be way above what the trailer can hold, just to make sure these tires are going to be really tough. They still feel really soft on the sidewalls, but maybe that's normal. So yeah, I'll get these mounted, get them put on the Rusty Red trailer. Now I gotta pop off these back wheels so I can get those tires mounted, and then I'll also have space to work on this fender here and get that straightened back out. I got flagged for copyright on music I would use from this editing app, and the editing app carries the license for the songs that they provide. It's supposed to be legal, but YouTube doesn't recognize it, so I just decided to stop using music altogether in between sections like this. All right, I got this welded up. I just did a few little stitches here, and I got this bent back as best I could. Looks all right, it'll function. And I wanted to show, in case you're ever thinking your welds ain't doing so good or not looking the best, just remember some asshole out there is getting paid and making money who claims to be a professional. So this is a weld I grinded down right here. That was from the manufacturer. I thought it was gonna be in the way of me trying to weld here. Look at all those pits in there. And that's not just from age, like, look at that one. Fucking caca. Look at this. Caca. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have welded a few stitches here, since this one weld, it probably has a lot of pits. So it'll probably pop off eventually, but I put away all my tools already. Look at this fucking shit. Caca. Fucking caca. Look at this one here. Jeez. Fucking shit. So you're doing all right. Doing the DIY stuff. Probably better than a lot of these guys. Golly. All right, I went to Walmart. I bought these on Walmart's app, and I misunderstood. I thought that it was free mounting with purchase of tires from Walmart, but that wasn't the case. So it was gonna be like $80 to get these 4 tires mounted on these wheels. So I just asked them to take off the tires and put in new valve stems and just charge me for that, but they didn't charge me anything, so that was cool. I think it's like $10 a tire to dispose of them, so that saved me $40, and they charged like $3 a piece for new valve stems, but they didn't charge me, so that was cool. I'm gonna change them, or mount them. I don't have to change anything now, but mount them on this old Harbor Freight manual tire changer. It survived the fire for the most part. Everything else, a lot of other metal things did not. They just warped to hell and back. And I don't have to balance these, so that'll make it a lot quicker. I don't really like changing tires very much, but it does save me a good amount of money and time. Look at that, another fucking fire. Those people already got burned, a lot of their stuff. Their house didn't burn, but a lot of their stuff burned from that last fire. It looks like it started on the opposite side of the highway from us. Some fucking asshole again, I think, because there's no houses near where it looks like it's burning. Just randomly on the side of the road again. But they're on it pretty quick this time. Damn, they hit that one right on the money. There were flames right there where it's red. There ended up being 3 fires in 2 weeks along the same 1 mile stretch of highway right by where we live. We're pretty sure people were starting them. Right here I cut out a section that was bent out because the jack hit the floor. And as always, trying to make sure I use as much free scrap metal as possible. Alright, I don't have a hole saw, so what I did was I used the angle grinder with a worn down cutoff wheel, and I just kind of put it at an angle and cut in a circle until I got deep enough, but that only got me like that wide. And then so you had to sit here with the angle grinder like this, but with the cutoff wheel on there, and twist it and twist it and twist it. And then the remainder of it, I'd use this rat tail file. The handle's all burned off from the fire. All my hole saws burned in the fire, so instead of going to buy one or any replacements, I just used this. It's like the man's shake, like did that in circle for like 35 minutes. Got a freaking good ass workout. Oh, that barely fits. Which way did it go? This way. Oh yeah. And I was gonna drill those holes out and weld some nuts and washers under there. But that steel that I used is thicker than the original steel, so I just decided to thread that steel. But since I don't trust the thread, there's enough threads, I'm still gonna stick washers, or not washers, nuts under there. This part I was just finishing up, getting it all lined up and welded in, getting the bar across for the chains to be able to hang, and just trying to make it look clean and professional as possible and strong. All right, it's done. This is how the welds came out. This one I tried doing a straight line from here to here, and it was all right. On these ones, I did circles. That wire wheel on that, this thing like takes off material. It's freaking thick. So I tried cleaning it up and it beat it all up. But yeah, this one looks a little better. What that should do. And then at the bottom, from what I've seen, these, when there's a ring at the bottom, it's usually not welded on. It's like a guide, I guess, or maybe support if it gets bumped. It has something to bump against. So on this, I just put a plate back there and I just did a small weld. I guess is like a support down there. And then I got the chains. I seen a trailer had a bar across the front like this and connected like that, so I guess that'll work. Looks nice. I welded the shit out of it around the end of that bar, just to make sure it's gonna stay if there was an emergency. And I just noticed that bar I put across there is crooked as shit. But that's all right, that'll work. And this little welder did pretty good. So yeah, this thing's pretty awesome. I just gotta get better at it. And that beat up old generator that we've had for years, that thing did pretty darn good. Cleaning up the mess is always a pain in the butt when you're tired and ready to call it a day. All right, I got this all done. Looks pretty good. Shit, that's not good. Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm seeing that now. I don't have a damn drum puller. Damn, that thing's dragging hard. We got a drum puller, but freaking burning the fire. All right, this is why my old man always said, take a look at things. That way when you see something's off, you know and you understand what you're seeing is different than before. So I was wondering, why is this drum not spinning? It sounds like it's spinning rough when I do get it to spin. Last time we went out to, I had to go pick him up, but I picked him up in this trailer, and we didn't have new tires at the time, so I took two of the front tires off, wheels off, and then I just left the two back ones. So this was just floating, and I remember something hitting on our drive, and it was the damn back of the drum over here. See that big old flat spot there? It's all scratched to hell, and so it's not letting it spin. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but that's why it's not spinning. Well, that was a good arm workout. I found some old burnt up chisels and managed to get it unbent. Let's see if that's enough to get it spinning. Oh yeah. Now maybe I should tap that up a little. We'll call that good. Last thing I gotta do is run this taillight wire underneath the damn trailer. I threw it on top because I was in a hurry and just trying to get this thing going and using it when I picked up the Suburban, and I haven't messed with it since. So we'll get under there and run it through. Getting up under here and doing all that is a pain in the freaking ass. It's probably a lot easier to do it before the lumber's on.